But I've come to realize that Raila Odinga has never been interested to be president of this country. He wants to be in power without responsibility. Raila Odinga at the moment, you remember they got into the broad-based arrangement. The 10-point agenda, up to now, they have never even sat a single meeting to address those issues. Raila Odinga enjoys being in government, given government protection, government privileges, appointing people in government, but he doesn't want responsibility. That's why anytime, even in this stage-managed marriage, political marriage they are in with William Ruto, anytime Ruto gets into some sort of a fix, Raila sends Sifuna to say, no, that was not part of our agreement. We shall go out, But when things are calm, the guy knows how to behave while eating. Table manners. He remains silent. He doesn't mean what he says. Last year during the demonstrations, Raila was on the forefront. He took us around this country demonstrating against a high cost of living. Raila, last year, demonstrated against and even gave an official statement from ODM against Adani takeover of JKIA. But since now he is observing table manners, he has appointed his kinsmen into government in the pretense of donating experts. He has appointed his people in government. His people are the ones in charge of budget-making process and even implementation. Look at the National Assembly. ODM is in charge of the budget-making process. ODM is in charge of Treasury. In this year's finance bill, the issue of high cost of living, remember the previous regime had zero-rated on all basic commodities. But in this year's budget, which is the first budget to be presented by an ODM former legislator and an ODM chairperson, taken through an oversight committee headed by an ODM legislator. This is the first year whereby basic commodities are being moved from being zero-rated to exempted. And this will affect to the cost of living.
Right.